Welcome back. The Dubai Financial Market reported a third quarter net profit of 82.8 million dirhams compared to a net loss of 1.7 million during the same period last year. So before we take a look at the day's business news, let's first take a look at the stock indices across the GCC. And in our top business story, the UAE will now supply around 1.3 million automotive parts to premium vehicle manufacturers in Europe as the Al Ghurair Group's Royal Engineering Fabrication Company officially inaugurated its new aluminium downstream plant in Jebel Ali today. The inauguration ceremony was attended by His Excellency Saeed Mohammed Al Taya, the CEO and Managing Director of DEWA, who was given a tour of the plant by Majid Al Ghurair, the CEO of the Al Ghurair Group. The REFCO plant is expected to produce around 1.3 million parts each year for premium vehicle manufacturers, while they estimate the growth to reach supply of 1.9 million parts by next year. According to Majid Al Ghurair, REFCO's productions will boost the national economy's aluminium product exports, while playing a larger role in encouraging local industries to generate 100% UAE-made products. Additionally, Matthew Webb, the general manager of REFCO, further added that the opening of the plant marks the first step towards enhancing Dubai's image as a global leader of value-added fabricated extrusion through exporting world-class finished alloy products.
Aluminium is, as all of you know, we have the biggest two smelter in the world being located in the UAE. So it's our business as, or our duty as business family in the UAE to take that opportunity and take this material and make the added value to that material and supply it to the international player, because I think we can really become an international player in the aluminum business. This is just the first step toward creating a big downstream industry in the aluminum business, and we hope other investors, and we hope that we open eyes to other investors in the aluminum business to come to the UAE, to come to Dubai, to establish themselves, because it's a big business. I mean, and there is a big market also. So we are willing to do any partnership with any international name to establish themselves here and to work with them to create a big downstream industry in this business.
We're here in the UAE, so we're a manufacturer or a fabricator of aluminium extrusion. We are supplying the automotive, non-automotive and architectural sectors. The advantage we have really is within the automotive sector, so that's the area of interest for us. As I said earlier, we're producing 1.3 million parts for the automotive sector, shipping it back into Europe. Europe at the moment is in a very difficult situation in terms of aluminium, so there's a lot of infighting that's taking place. We have a huge advantage here, which is obviously something that REFCO will support by converting aluminium into finished parts and selling it on to customers. The target for us is to generate GDP here, so what you have is an abundant supply of aluminium. Very, very good aluminium, good quality. We have a low-cost manufacturing system, excellent ports and excellent distribution, so we can get our product to anywhere in the world. That's the target, basically, to start to increase the output that will come from this location.
Vivendi has agreed to sell its 53% stake in Maroc Telecom to telecom operator Etisalat for 4.2 billion euros. According to a company statement, the deal will see Etisalat pay Vivendi 3.9 billion euros for the stake, plus a further 300 million euros in 2012 dividends from Maroc Telecom, which will most likely be concluded in early 2014. That's according to Vivendi. The closing of the acquisition is still subject to a number of conditions, including the execution of a shareholders' agreement with Morocco regarding Maroc Telecom, securing competition and regulatory approvals in Morocco, among others. Damac Properties is set to raise $500 million through an initial public offering on the London Stock Exchange, and the shares will be listed as Global Depository Receipts. According to reports, the shares are being sold by two companies, Al Firdaus Holding and Sahira Holding, controlled by the founder of Damac, Hussein Sajwani. They will not be able to sell more shares for a year after the flotation. It's also been reported that up to 29% of the company could end up on the market. According to company figures, since Damac's launch in 2002, the company has delivered projects worth $3.1 billion, the vast majority being here in Dubai. Over 20 leading global cruise liners are expected to bring in as many as 300,000 tourists to the Emirate this new cruise season. That's according to Dubai Cruise Tourism. By selecting the Emirate as a home port, tourists will be able to take advantage of a number of attractions, from world-renowned skyscrapers and shopping malls to beaches and leisure venues at both the beginning and end of their expeditions. Among the upcoming cruises are cruise ships Costa Fortuna and Costa Neo Riviera, travelling to two of Oman's major cities, Muscat and Kasab, as well as Abu Dhabi. Halal Saeed Al Mari, the Director General of Dubai's Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing, was quoted as saying that the 2012-2013 cruise season has reached new heights, with 93 confirmed ship calls this season, and that they are also delighted to welcome 7 maiden ship calls. He added that more than 20 of the world's leading cruise lines have Dubai as their port of call in their itineraries.